You're the luckiest person, my dear, whether you know it yet or not. You are someone life has been silently preparing for miracles. I can almost hear you smile and say, "Oh, Louise, I don't feel lucky." And that's okay, because we are not here to prove luck through old evidence. We are here to create new evidence by changing the belief inside you. You see, it is never the world that decides whether you are lucky. You decide, and the world follows. Life is a mirror. What you assume to be true life must reflect back to you. So I want you to hold this idea tenderly in your heart. I am already lucky. I am already chosen. Good things are always finding their way to me. At first, the old beliefs may argue. The mind may say, nothing good ever happens to me. But the truth lies deeper. Luck has always been trying to reach you. The missing piece was your willingness to claim it. You are guided by a loving force that never stopped working in your favor. Think about all the times something fell into place at the last moment. Think about when you needed someone and suddenly they showed up. Think about a moment you avoided danger and didn't even realize how close it was. That was luck. That was love. That was the universe saying, I have your back. And today, I want you to say back, I see the blessings. I accept the blessings. I am ready for even more, because luck isn't an accident, it's a frequency. When you believe you're lucky, you begin to notice opportunities. You recognize support, and you feel guided even before the evidence arrives. When you act like the luckiest person, you become unshakable. You walk with a different energy, and energy is what life responds to. The world can't resist a person who expects good things. Now let's talk gently about how the mind works, because this is where your magic begins. The subconscious mind does not judge your words. It does not question what you repeat. It accepts every statement as truth and then rearranges your life to match it. Every word you say about yourself becomes a commitment your subconscious makes to fulfill. So when you say, nothing goes right for me, your mind says, all right, let's keep that story going. But when you say, good things are always happening to me, your mind says, yes, let's make more of that. This is not wishful thinking. This is rewiring your inner narrative. And repetition is the way in. Repetition takes a thought from a visitor to a resident to the ruler of your inner world. So I want you to choose your words as if they are spells, because they are. Let's practice together. Whisper softly, even if it feels silly. I am always in the right place at the right time. Say it again, slower. I am always in the right place at the right time. One more time with a smile. Everything good is finding me. Feel that. Not just the words, the possibility behind them. The more you repeat these phrases, the more familiar they become. And what becomes familiar becomes reality. Why? Because the subconscious craves what feels normal. So we are going to make luck feel normal for you. We are going to make favor feel normal. We are going to make unexpected blessings feel like your everyday experience. That is how the luckiest people live. They expect goodness. So goodness arrives, but here is where many people stop. They speak the words, but they don't feel them. They know the script, but not the vibration. And the universe listens not to your voice, but to your energy. That's why you must go beyond thinking. Thought initiates the vision. Feeling activates the belief. Action confirms the identity. These three levels work together to create your new reality. So let's explore those levels gently. First, you think the lucky new thought. You imagine scenarios where life surprises you with generosity. Picture yourself receiving a gift you didn't expect. Picture a message that brings wonderful news. Imagine walking into a space and realizing the timing is perfect. Thinking is the seed. This is where your beautiful mind begins the creation. Next, you feel the emotional result right now, even before it happens. Luck feels like lightness. Luck feels like joy rushing in. Luck feels like, of course, that turned out beautifully. So allow your heart to feel excited about blessings already on their way. Feel chosen, feel favored, feel supported. Do you notice how your chest expands a little with that feeling? That's alignment. That's the vibration that draws miracles close. And then comes the most powerful part. You act as if it's already true. You walk with the assurance that something wonderful is unfolding. You speak confidently. You expect doors to open. You treat opportunities like they are limitless. You hold your head just a little higher, not in arrogance, but with gratitude. Acting as if is not pretending. It is remembering your truth before the physical world catches up. When you combine all three, thinking, feeling, acting, your reality doesn't stand a chance. It must shift because your energy has changed its instruction. When you move through life like the luckiest person, life says, "Ah, yes, let me show you that you are right." And here's the most beautiful secret. Luck likes to be acknowledged. When something lovely happens, even something tiny, say, "That was luck. I am so grateful." Because what you celebrate expands. If you treat small blessings like miracles, the universe says, "Let me bring bigger one." Appreciation is the invitation for more. So right now, I want you to close your eyes for a moment, place your hand on your heart, and feel your own aliveness. Feel the miracle that you exist. Feel the pulse inside you saying, "I am here. I am worthy. I am ready." Life is not random. Nothing about your story is accidental. You are guided. You are supported. You are loved. The moment you assume you are lucky, your energy shifts. Doors appear, paths clear, and the right people show up without effort. Because luck is not something you look for. It is something you become. I want you to begin telling this truth to yourself every day. I don't wait for luck. I create it with my belief. The world is full of people who think others are chosen while they are forgotten. But you, my dear, are here to remember. You have always been chosen. The only thing that ever stood in the way was the moment you doubted it, and that moment is over. This is your new identity. You are lucky. You are guided. You are celebrated by life. You walk into blessing after blessing. You attract help in surprising ways. You find solutions quickly and easily. You are always exactly where you need to be. Say it softly. Everything is working out for me better than I imagine. Let that become your new normal. Let that become your new assumption, because the law of assumption has one rule. What you assume to be true becomes true. And you are now assuming something wonderful. You are the luckiest person you know. And life is excited to prove it to you. I want to share something personal with you, something I witnessed thousands of times in my years teaching. The people who change their lives the fastest are the ones who decide that their dream is already theirs. They stop waiting, they stop hoping, they start living from the truth of who they are becoming. You don't attract what you want, you attract what you expect, and you only expect what you believe you already have. So how would you move through the world if you were the luckiest person alive? You wouldn't hesitate, you wouldn't doubt, you wouldn't shrink yourself to fit a smaller life. You would breathe deeper, you would smile more, you would trust your next step, you would walk like the universe is clearing the path for you, because it is. This is what I call acting as if, acting from the assumption that life is already treating you with favor. Fake it was never the phrase I liked. I prefer practice the energy of the life you choose. You're not pretending, you're rehearsing the truth before the audience arrives. You are stepping into the role destiny already chose for you, and every great actor knows. It's not the costume that transforms them, it's how they feel inside the costume. So try this. Imagine someone who is incredibly lucky walking into a room. How do they enter? Not rushed, not skeptical, not guarded. They enter as if the room is lucky to have them. They make decisions like, of course this will turn out beautifully. There is a softness in their steps and a certainty in their eyes that says, I belong to a blessed life. So choose one tiny action every day that says, I already have the luck I desire. If you were lucky with money, maybe you'd treat yourself to something small without guilt. If you were lucky in relationships, you'd smile at strangers because love is everywhere. If you were lucky in timing, you wouldn't rush or panic because you'd know that everything is happening right on schedule. These are not grand changes. They are micro-proofs. Proof makes belief easier. Belief makes luck effortless. The energy always moves before the evidence does. When you say, I am living the life I used to wait for, you send the signal that the waiting phase is over. But here's the truth that nobody likes to talk about. Even the most loving, hopeful people still feel afraid. Even when you're changing your life in the right direction, doubt tries to follow. Yes, you are choosing luck, but fear might knock and say, what if nothing changes? And when that happens, please hear my words. Fear is just a thought, and a thought can be changed. Fear is the voice of yesterday, and yesterday no longer gets to run the show. You might be feeling two emotional states at the same time, hope and fear, excitement and uncertainty, belief and doubt. This is normal. It means you are breaking out of the old identity and the familiar fear wants to pull you back. The mind doesn't resist because the future is wrong. It resists because the future is different. So instead of trying to silence fear completely, simply choose which voice gets the microphone. When fear says things never work out, You breathe and answer, maybe that was true once, but I'm not living that story anymore. When fear says, what if I lose everything? You place a hand on your heart and whisper, I trust the process of life. I am safe in every change. When fear says, you don't deserve good luck, you smile gently and respond, that is an old belief and I am choosing a new one. The trick is this, feed the belief you want to grow. Imagine two wolves inside you, one of fear and one of faith. The one who grows stronger is the one you feed. I choose the thoughts that support me. That is your power. That is your freedom. You don't need to erase fear. You simply stop making it the leader. You say, I see you, I hear you, but today I am choosing something better. The moment you choose love over fear, even while fear is still present, your vibration rises. And the universe responds to your vibration, not your perfection. Let me ask you something. What if every time you experienced doubt, a blessing was actually getting closer? What if fear shows up right before the miracle? Because fear is the mind's way of saying, something unfamiliar is happening, which is exactly what miracle means, something better than before. So when fear comes to visit, let that be your signal that you are close, very close, one breath away from your next lucky breakthrough. Place your hand on your chest and say, I allow good things to happen to me. I allow luck to find me easily. Feel the shift. Feel how different you become when you choose trust instead of tension. You are learning how to align with the version of yourself who is always in the right place at the right time. You are learning how to allow blessings to come without resistance. You are learning how to be someone life loves to surprise. And the more you choose the side of belief, the faster life reflects it back. There is no punishment for previous doubt. Life only cares about what you choose now. The point of power is always in the present moment. So choose luck now. Choose joy now. Choose the feeling of everything is working out now. You don't wait until you see it because you choose it. So here is your practice for today and every day moving forward. When you wake up, take one breath and ask, how would the luckiest person feel right now? Let your body answer. Maybe it stands taller, maybe it relaxes, maybe it smiles, maybe it says, this day is for me, and then act from that. Small shifts, tiny decisions, little upgrades, choosing the better thought again and again. That is how the identity shifts. That is how luck becomes your lifestyle. You are not becoming lucky. You are remembering that you always were. You forgot for a moment, but now you know. I am in a loving universe, and everything good rushes to me. That is your new truth. And the moment you choose it, your lucky life begins. I believe that if you could see yourself the way life sees you, you would never doubt your worth again. Sometimes the reason you cannot yet believe you are lucky is because you have spent years listening to voices that told you otherwise. Old stories, old fears, old memories, they try to define you. So let me offer you one of my favorite techniques for dissolving that resistance with love. Imagine the luck you wish for happening to someone you adore. Imagine a friend or a child receiving good news, a new job that fits them perfectly, an unexpected gift, a door opening just when it seemed all doors were closed. Imagine how your heart would swell with joy. Imagine how grateful you would feel for them. That feeling, that excitement, that delight is the pure frequency of luck. And the beautiful thing is, you generated that feeling inside your body. What you feel for another, you invite for yourself. When you imagine blessings happening to someone else, there is no jealousy, there is no fear, there is only love. And love is the highest manifesting energy there is. So here is your new gentle practice. When you struggle to believe for yourself, believe for someone you love. When you struggle to feel lucky on behalf of another. When you struggle to assume your own favor, assume theirs. Because the emotion you create, even for someone else, becomes the emotion you are vibrating. And the universe does not distinguish between where the joy is directed. It only feels that joy is alive in you, and so it multiplies it. Close your eyes now for a moment and picture a person who means a lot to you, someone whose happiness would make your whole heart glow. Imagine them receiving wonderful news. Maybe they call you laughing. Maybe tears of joy shine in their eyes. Can you feel that warmth in your chest, that sparkle in your stomach, that soft smile forming without effort? That is the emotional state of blessing. And as you hold that feeling, gently turn it towards yourself. If they can be lucky, why not you? If they are worthy of unexpected goodness, why aren't you? There is nothing special about other people that is not also within you. You deserve to be celebrated and supported just as much as anyone you love. You see, lack thinking always divides. It says, if they have it, then I can't. But abundant thinking unites, it says, if they have it, then I can too. That is the projection technique. You borrow belief from your love for others until your own belief becomes strong enough to stand on its own. And soon, you won't need to imagine for others first, because you will have become the lead character in your own story of luck. Now, let's go even deeper into something truly transformative. Giving what you want to receive. The fastest way to feel lucky is to help someone else feel lucky. What you give out comes back to you always. That is not a metaphor. That is a law. When you bless someone with a compliment, guess who hears it first? You. Your nervous system registers the love before anyone else does. When you celebrate another person's good fortune, you tell your subconscious, fortune is happening close to me. I am next. When you witness someone's win and think, that is proof abundance exists, you shift from envy to invitation. This is what I call mental giving. You give the attitude you want to live in. You give the emotion you want to receive. You give the belief you want your life to be built on. It is one of the most generous and most selfish acts, simultaneously generous because it uplifts others, selfish because it multiplies blessings in your direction. The moment you give appreciation, kindness, encouragement, celebration, you join the vibration of luck. And once you join that vibration, you become a magnet for good things. So here's another tiny exercise you can do every day. When someone around you receives something beautiful, money, love, opportunity, recognition instead of tightening, instead of shrinking, Instead of thinking, why not me? You open your heart. You say silently, that is wonderful. More of that for them, and more of that for me too. When you admire someone's success, instead of resenting it, your subconscious says, ah, this is something we like. Let's move toward it. Every admiration is a seed of manifestation. Think about this. Lucky people don't hoard joy. They spread it. They believe there is more than enough goodness to go around. And because of that belief, goodness finds them again and again. When you give the energy of luck through a smile, a kind word, a blessing whispered gently, you plant luck inside the one place that matters most, your own vibration. I want you to reflect for a moment. If you were already living your most blessed life, how would you treat other people? You would lift them. You would cheer for them. You would expect things to go well for them. That behavior is not the result of luck, it is the cause. Act the feeling first, and the results will come. This is the secret. You cannot wait for luck to show up before you feel lucky. You must feel lucky so luck can find you. Let's turn this into a loving ritual. Each day, choose at least one person physically present or in your heart and send them a silent blessing. May beautiful things flow to you today. May life delight you today. Notice how that feels in your body. Warm, open, gentle. That warmth is your signal to the universe. You just chose alignment with abundance, and abundance will respond. And remember this, every time you give love, you prove to your subconscious that you have love. Every time you speak encouragement, you prove you have encouragement. Every time you celebrate someone's blessing, you prove you have blessings. You cannot give what you do not believe is already yours. So giving becomes the evidence. I am blessed. I am supported. I am lucky. Do you see the beauty in that? You don't wait for the proof. You become the proof. The luckiest people in the world are not lucky because fortune randomly chose them. They are lucky because they are constantly inviting good energy into their lives through every thought, every emotion, every tiny act of kindness. And you, my dear, are now doing the same. The more you give luck away, the more luck realizes where home truly is with you. So, right now, place your hand over your heart again and say softly, I see the good in others, and I am ready to see the good in myself. Breathe that in. One breath for you, one breath for someone you love, one breath for the universe that is preparing something beautiful. Every time I bless someone else, I bless my future. That is not just a sentence, that is an identity. You are stepping into the life of someone who expects miracles. Someone who celebrates others because they know celebration is a boomerang. Someone who feels joyful for others because they know joy always returns home. You are someone who gives luck its wings, and in return, luck gives you flight. And now, my dear, let's take this even deeper into your everyday life, where luck doesn't just visit, it lives with you. You've begun to feel it in your heart. Now let's create a life where good things flow to you so consistently that you wake up expecting blessings. because life loves you and will support you in everything you do, is joy. When you begin to feel lucky, something magical happens. Joy becomes contagious. Joy wants to spread. Joy wants to multiply. When you smile at someone, your energy reaches them before your words do. When you walk into a room with confidence and gratitude, the atmosphere changes with you. You have seen this before. People naturally gravitate towards someone who radiates hope and ease. The universe does the same. What you give out comes back to you. And so if you walk through this world as the luckiest person alive, life says, yes, let's make that true. Think of luck like a river. Once it starts flowing, it creates its own momentum. One good thing leads to another. One opportunity turns into two. One kind encounter blossoms into a new path. You begin to notice little signs. The right person calls. The timing works out perfectly. Something wonderful happens that you didn't even plan. You start expecting good news, and good news responds to the expectation. Every thought we think is creating our future. So when your thoughts say, good things always find me, the future says, absolutely. This is the flow of good. It's not loud, not chaotic. It feels gentle, aligned, and surprisingly natural, like life has always intended to treat you well, and now you are finally saying yes to it. Imagine waking up each morning and thinking, I wonder what lovely surprise will find me today. That curiosity, that readiness opens every door, and the universe delights in showing you more reasons to trust. But let's be honest and loving here. That flow of goodness requires a protected channel. You wouldn't throw garbage into a beautiful river. In the same way, you must protect your belief, your joy, your assumptions about being lucky, because luck does not thrive in a hostile environment. It thrives in a mind that says, I deserve this. This is natural for me. I only speak words that create a loving world. One of the biggest acts of self-love is choosing who and what gets access to your mind. Some people do not believe in magic because they have forgotten their own. Some people only see obstacles because they stopped looking at possibilities. Some people, bless them, live in fear, and they will invite you to live there too. But you, my dear, are elevating. You are awakening. You are creating a new identity where luck is normal and peace is familiar. And that means you must choose your influences with intention. Here is a simple shift that will change the entire direction of your life. Each time you subtract one negative voice, add one inspiring voice. Unfollow an account that drains you. Follow one that reminds you of your power. Spend less time listening to criticism, more time listening to wisdom. Reduce conversations that replay the past. Increase conversations that build your future. Negative minds don't produce lucky lives. There's a common fear that if you stop giving attention to negativity, you'll become naive. But the truth is the opposite. When you protect your peace, you become wise. When you guard your dream, you become strong. I do not fix problems. I fix my thinking. Then problems fix themselves. Lucky people don't get less reality. They get better perception. They focus on possibility instead of limitation. They look where they want to go instead of where they fear they might fall. Let's do a tiny exercise together. Place a gentle hand on your heart and say softly inside, "Only voices that uplift me are welcome here." Then breathe in the truth of that boundary. It is not cold, it is kind. Boundaries do not push people away, they protect the version of you that is blooming. And the world needs you blooming, not shrinking. The world needs you shining, not doubting. The world needs you believing, not apologizing for your hope. And here is something beautiful to remember. You create your personal frequency not only through what you think, but through what you allow. Each day, ask yourself, does this make me feel lucky, or does this make me feel small? If it shrinks you, it is not part of your lucky timeline. If it drains you, it is not part of your new story. If it demands that you stop believing in miracles, it is not for you. You are building a mental home where blessings feel safe to arrive. You are designing a heart space where opportunities feel invited. You are becoming someone who is so aligned with good that good has no choice but to respond. And you are doing this with gentleness, with wisdom, with intention. Every time you choose hope over fear, you are saying to the universe, "This is who I am now." You do not need permission from others to believe in your best future. You only need agreement from yourself. And now you are learning to say yes, yes to luck, yes to ease, yes to divine support, yes to joy for no reason at all. I deserve good things. I accept miracles. My life loves me. When you begin to truly feel that, the floodgates open. So this is your invitation. Become the guardian of your own good fortune. Protect your mind like the sacred garden it is. Remove the weeds of doubt gently but firmly. Plant seeds of prosperity, joy, and expectation. Water them with affirmations. Let the sun of gratitude shine on them daily, and watch what grows, a life overflowing with blessings that feel like destiny. Because, my love, they are your destiny. No matter how much you dream, no matter how much you visualize, what truly transforms your identity is not what you do occasionally, it is what you do consistently. The universe doesn't respond to grand effort once in a while. It responds to the energy you choose every single day. Repetition forms beliefs. Beliefs shape life. So let us create a rhythm for your luck, a gentle ritual of alignment that tells your subconscious, I live in a world where good things constantly flow to me. In the morning, before the world asks anything of you, you start with 3 affirmations. But don't just say the words, feel them. Feel the possibility in your chest. Feel the safety in your breath. Feel the excitement in your belly. When you rise and claim, I am guided today. Lucky breaks find me. Everything works in my favor. You are not hoping, you are instructing creation. Morning is when the veil is thin. The subconscious is listening. You are setting the frequency for all that will follow. Then in the afternoon, choose one small, lucky action. It doesn't need to be dramatic. Send a message that could open a door. Apply for an opportunity even if you are unsure. Smile at someone with the assumption they will smile back. Pick up a coin on the sidewalk and whisper, more of this, please. The action is not about the outcome. It is about proving to your subconscious that you expect luck. You expect movement. You expect collaboration from life. Every small step says, I am already the kind of person who things work out for. And in the evening, before your eyes close, count 5 blessings, even if they seem tiny. A warm shower, a kind stranger, a moment of laughter, a message that made you feel seen, a breath that felt deeper than usual. Gratitude turns ordinary moments into evidence that life is helping you. Gratitude says, I notice what is right. I celebrate what is working. And the universe replies, I will give you more to notice, more to celebrate. What we focus on expands. And the day you realize that is the day you become truly powerful. With these 3 gentle rituals, morning affirmation, midday action, evening gratitude, you train your mind to expect good things. You teach your nervous system that safety and support are your normal. You show your heart that luck is not random, it is reliable. Repetition is the ladder, belief is the climb, identity is the destination. Now let's talk about something most people overlook. The luckiest people carry themselves differently. They do not walk apologizing for their existence. They do not shrink. They do not act as though life needs convincing to bless them. They move with a quiet certainty, a softness, a trust in the unseen. Confidence is not arrogance, it is simply knowing that you belong. Your physical posture tells the universe what you believe you deserve. So here's a beautiful truth. When you change the way you hold your body, you change the way life holds you. Lift your head slightly, open your chest, let your shoulders relax. Walk like the ground loves you. Breathe like the air is made for you. Smile like blessings are already arriving. Your body language communicates assumptions long before a single thought is formed. Take a moment right now, sit or stand, as if you are the most favored person in the room. Feel how that tiny shift changes everything. Your energy, your presence, your expectations. Do you feel safer, more grounded, more willing to say yes to life? That is the law of assumption flowing through your posture. It is impossible to embody luck physically and not begin to believe it emotionally. Your smile is more than expression, it is activation. When you smile, your brain receives a signal that says life is good. When you hold yourself with grace, your subconscious says, I am worthy. When you move with purpose, the world responds as though you have purpose. You stop chasing life, and life starts following you. I am in the right place at the right time, doing exactly what I need to do. This is not wishful thinking. It is alignment. I want you to imagine entering every situation, a cafe, a meeting, a grocery store, with a silent knowing. Something good might happen here. Notice how that changes your perception. Suddenly you see opportunities instead of problems. You notice kindness instead of indifference. You attract conversations instead of awkward silence. You become a magnet for synchronicities. The world feels friendlier because you are acting as though it is. This is the true essence of luck. Not that you occasionally stumble into blessings, but that blessings recognize you wherever you go. That you walk into a room and luck looks up and says, ah, There you are. And every fiber of your being responds, yes, I am here. I am ready. Your body, your voice, your eyes, they are constantly communicating your expectations. And now, your expectation is that life loves you, supports you, and surprises you in delightful ways. You don't force, you allow. You don't beg, you claim. You don't cross your fingers, you open your arms. I trust the process of life. I am safe. So tomorrow morning, when you step out of bed, step into your lucky identity. Let your feet hit the floor like a declaration. Let your posture whisper, good things are on their way. Let your breath say, today is a blessed day. You are not pretending you are practicing. You are creating muscle memory for miracles. And the more you live like the luckiest person alive, the more the universe rushes forward to make it true. Because you were never unlucky, you were simply unpracticed in seeing how loved you are. You know, my dear, I've spent many years watching how people receive blessings, and I've learned something so simple, yet so profound. The luckiest people are not always the ones who work the hardest or know the most. They are the ones who allow. They are the ones who say yes. They are the ones who open their hands, their hearts, and their lives to receive all that is meant for them. Life is always offering. The question is, are you available to receive? So many of us grew up believing we must earn every bit of goodness, that we have to prove we deserve love, attention, opportunities. We brush off compliments. We minimize success. We say, oh, it's nothing, when deep down we long to celebrate ourselves. And when life tries to bless us, we say, are you sure? Not me, maybe later. Every time you reject a compliment, you tell your subconscious, I don't deserve this. Every time you push away support, you tell the universe, don't send me more. But imagine how different everything becomes when you simply place your hand on your heart and say, thank you, I receive it. When someone compliments your kindness, receive it. When a blessing knocks on your door, welcome it. When money arrives unexpectedly, appreciate it. When help is offered, say yes, because receiving is not selfish. Receiving is sacred cooperation with life itself. The universe loves a grateful receiver. A closed hand cannot receive. A guarded heart cannot recognize miracles. A fearful mind cannot trust unexpected joy. You were born worthy, not by achievement, by existence. So let yourself say yes more often. Yes to love. Yes to help. Yes to abundance. Yes to the idea that life is allowed to be good to you. Each yes is a doorway. Each yes is a signal. Each yes says, I am ready to be the luckiest person in my world. And life responds to readiness with generosity. Now let's talk about something that causes so much suffering, the obsession with timing. We humans love control, especially control over when something happens. We want the miracle now, the answer now, the success now, the relationship now, the healing now. And when things seem slow, when results are invisible, the mind starts to panic. Maybe it will never come. Maybe I am doing something wrong. But my dear, let me offer you a truth that has brought peace to countless hearts. Delay is not denial. When the universe takes time, it is never punishment, it is preparation. Sometimes the things you ask for are already ready, but you are still growing into the person who can hold them. Sometimes a delay is the universe whispering, there is something better. Sometimes waiting is protecting you from rushing into something unfinished. So instead of forcing life, breathe into it. Instead of saying, why not now? Try whispering, I trust that everything is right on time. There is no lateness in the universe. There is only perfect alignment. Imagine a flower. Would you scream at it to bloom faster? Would you pull open its petals with your hands? Of course not. You would destroy it. You would ruin its natural beauty. So why do we force our own timing that way? Why do we demand the dream before our roots are strong? Trust is the soil that allows destiny to grow. Your moment is coming, and when it comes, you will say, oh, now I understand. Now it makes sense. This timing is perfect. I release urgency. I relax into receiving. I let life work for me. When you stop counting days, blessings arrive sooner. When you stop checking the clock, miracles move faster. When you stop questioning timing, you become magnetic to serendipity. You are not behind. You are not late. You are not forgotten. You are unfolding. And the universe is very busy arranging everything to support your highest good. So here is your gentle practice, my love. Every time fear asks when, answer with, I trust. Every time impatience says, where is it? Breathe deeply and say, it is on its way. This is the law of assumption in its purest form, assuming that what you desire is not only possible, but inevitable. Assume that the universe knows the path better than you do. Assume that every day is bringing you closer, even on days when you cannot see progress. The moment you decide it is already yours, the universe decides how and when. And the moment you relax into that truth, luck finds you faster. So let us seal these lessons gently in the heart. Say yes to blessings. Say yes to help. Say yes to praise. Say yes to the timing of the universe. You don't need to chase. You don't need to force. You don't need to worry. You only need to allow. Because life loves you, life supports you, life is rooting for you, and every delay you've ever known was grace in disguise. Thank you, I receive it. Everything is right on time. Repeat these softly. Repeat them with faith. Repeat them until your whole being smiles. Because when you finally believe that you are lucky, luck arrives. And when you trust the timing, miracles become punctual. You don't have to make life work. Life is already working for you. My lucky one, I wonder if you are still here with me, listening with an open heart. Would you pause for just a moment and type, I am the lucky one, in the comments, just to claim it, just to say, yes, that's me. I want you to know this. Every time you interact with your healing, every time you affirm your worth, every time you show up for these words, you are changing your energy. And when you change your energy, the world has no choice but to change around you. Luck is not something you chase, it's something you become. You become lucky by assuming that life is unfolding for you. You become lucky by trusting that everything is arriving exactly when it should. You become lucky by relaxing into the truth that you are guided, protected, chosen, and deeply loved by life. Life loves you. I have said this for decades, and I will keep saying it because it is the foundation of every miracle. So let us talk about harmony, your harmony with what is coming. When you resist the present moment, you resist what the universe is trying to deliver. When you say, "It shouldn't be like this," you slam the door on the next step. But when you soften, when you allow, when you breathe instead of tighten, you begin to partner with life. The luckiest people are not the ones with perfect circumstances. They are the ones who believe that every circumstance is leading them somewhere better. They don't fear change. They welcome it. They don't cling to what is leaving. They thank it. They don't panic in transition. They open their hands again and again, trusting that what falls away was never meant to stay. What you need comes to you in perfect time, space, and sequence. When you truly believe that, peace becomes your home and miracles become familiar. Maybe right now you are in a season of shifting, old things dissolving, old roles ending, old identities falling off like a snake shedding its skin. And that is not failure. That is evolution. Your life is not falling apart, it's falling into place. When paths close, it is often because a new path is already forming beneath your feet. When something stops working, it's usually because something better is being prepared. Nothing is taken from you unless something more aligned is on its way. So instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" try whispering, "What new blessing is this clearing space for?" You are harmonizing with a future that is greater than your past. You are becoming a person who aligns with ease instead of force, with trust instead of urgency, with calm instead of chaos. You are allowing the universe to move mountains for you simply by getting out of your own way. That is luck. That is grace. That is co-creation. Now, my love, let us go deeper into something essential: your identity. Who you believe you are determines what you allow yourself to receive. This is why the law of assumption is so powerful, not because it changes the world first, but because it changes you. When you say, "I want to be lucky," there is still distance. Desire implies absence. Wanting says, "It isn't mine yet." But when you declare, "I am the luckiest person," your subconscious says, "Oh, this is who we are now. Let's match it." What you believe about yourself becomes true for you. You must become before you receive. The energy of identity is the energy of inevitability. So, how does a lucky person think? How do they move? How do they respond to life? They expect good things. They anticipate blessings. They assume support. A lucky person wakes up and says, "I wonder what amazing thing will happen today." A lucky person receives setbacks and says, "There must be a gift hiding here." A lucky person hears no and thinks, "Something better is coming." A lucky person meets opportunities and says, "Of course this is happening for me. I was expecting miracles." Can you feel the difference? It is a shift from hoping to knowing, a shift from wishing to trusting, a shift from reaching to receiving. Identity is the root of manifestation. If you carry the identity of someone unlucky, you will unconsciously sabotage your blessings. You will shrink from opportunities. You will question good news. You will turn away from doors opening because you don't believe they are meant for you. But when you carry the identity of someone favored by life, you will walk differently. You will speak differently. You will decide differently. You will invest in yourself. You will take chances that lead to breakthroughs. You will see signs where others see obstacles. You will vibrate at the frequency of chosen, and life will choose you back. So today, I invite you to rewrite the story you tell yourself about who you are. You are not unlucky. You are not cursed. You are not behind. You are not the exception to the rule of magic. You are not the one miracle will skip. You are the one miracle is searching for. You are the one good fortune is circling. You are the one blessings are rushing toward. Let this affirmation become your truth, not just a sentence you say, but a soul identity you embody. I am the chosen one for every blessing I seek. Say it gently at first, if you need to. Say it boldly when you are ready, and keep saying it until the words feel like home in your mouth. The more you claim it, the more you live it. The more you live it, the more you become it. And the more you become it, the faster luck and grace and divine timing can find you. My darling, you are aligning with a new reality simply by being here. You are harmonizing with what is coming simply by believing in the possibility of better. You are rewriting your identity simply by saying yes to yourself. Life is ready to show you how lucky you truly are. Your only job now is to believe it long enough to see it appear, and you will. You absolutely will. Because you are the lucky one. My beautiful lucky one. Everything we have talked about comes down to this one sacred principle: belief. Not the belief others try to hand you, not the belief society demands, but the belief you choose to live inside. Because luck is not something outside of you. It is not a rare gift handed to a chosen few. It is a decision you make about your place in this universe. What we believe about ourselves becomes true for us. I have said that for so many years, and I will keep saying it, because it is the clearest pathway to transformation. Belief is the platform where miracles land. Belief sets the vibration. Belief shapes the atmosphere around you. Belief tells the universe, send it, I'm ready. When you believe good is coming, the world rearranges to deliver it. When you believe opportunities are near, they suddenly appear. When you believe life is favorable, you find evidence every single day. You do not wait for a sign, you become the sign. Most people live the other way around. They say, I will feel lucky when something lucky happens. But life says, no, my dear, feel lucky first, and then watch what happens. Luck does not arrive to prove itself. Luck responds when you embody it. When you say, I am lucky, the universe whispers back, I agree. When you walk like someone chosen, blessings walk toward you. When you assume that everything is arranged for your highest good, even delays become divine timing. There is no if, there is only when. Because once you believe something fully, it is already on its way. So let me ask you gently, what level of belief are you living in right now? Do you believe halfway? Do you believe only on the good days? Do you believe when things are easy? Luck becomes powerful when belief becomes unconditional. When you believe even without proof. When you believe even when reality is slow to show. When you believe even while you wait. That is where manifestation grows fastest, in the soil of unwavering trust. You are not learning to believe. You are remembering that you were always meant to. You were born with faith. You were born with hope. You were born expecting magic. Somewhere along the way, the world asked you to fear instead. But here you are now, returning to your natural state, the lucky state, the favored state, the state where miracles are simply your everyday language. I want to show you something beautiful. Every time you choose a thought like, I am blessed, every time you speak a sentence like, good things always find me, every time you smile for no reason other than trust your energy, leaps forward into a timeline filled with joy. It doesn't matter what used to happen. It matters what you decide to expect now. Expect more. Expect better. Expect love. Expect the door to open. Expect the phone to ring. Expect the news to surprise you. Expect that today will bless you in a way your future self will thank you for. All is well in my world. This truth has power, because when things look chaotic, belief gives you stability. When things are delayed, belief gives you patience. When something ends, belief gives you confidence that something new is arriving. Luck is not in the event. Luck is in the expectation. And expectation is a choice, a moment-by-moment choice, one you are fully capable of making. So now, the question is, are you willing to assume that you are the luckiest person in every room you enter? Are you willing to believe that life is always choosing you? Are you willing to trust that blessings are already traveling toward you at this very moment? If your heart even whispers yes, then it has already begun. Let us anchor this identity deep into your beautiful subconscious. Speak these out loud with me, feeling the truth behind every word. Do not just repeat them, inhabit them. Let them become the rhythm of your heartbeat. Let them become the lens through which you see the world. Let them become the story your soul already knows is true. Here they are, the 10 declarations of lucky identity. First time gently. I am the luckiest person I know. Everything I desire is already on its way. Good things always find me. Blessings chase me down. I am chosen by life. I walk in favor everywhere I go. The universe loves to surprise me. I always receive more than I expect. My joy creates miracles. All is well and getting better. Now again, with more confidence, more breath, more belief, I am the luckiest person I know. Everything I desire is already on its way. Good things always find me. Blessings chase me down. I am chosen by life. I walk in favor everywhere I go. The universe loves to surprise me. I always receive more than I expect. My joy creates miracles. All is well and getting better. One more time this time, as if the whole universe is listening, because it is. I am the luckiest person I know. Everything I desire is already on its way. Good things always find me. Blessings chase me down. I am chosen by life. I walk in favor everywhere I go. The universe loves to surprise me. I always receive more than I expect. My joy creates miracles. All is well and getting better. Breathe, smile. Feel that? Luck just shifted in your favor. And it's not leaving. Life loves you, and it always will.